Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ramani. I made a video like this before talking about the pros and cons of locks, but that was when I was 16 months locked, which was 1.4 years locked. I am now 2.5 years locked, so I wanted to make an updated video, especially if you haven't seen the video before and you're a new subscriber. I just wanted to make an updated video for you all. I have not watched that video since I filmed it, so I actually don't know what my pros and cons were. Hopefully they're different, so it's not the same exact video. I'm sure it will be different because my mindset, a lot of things has changed since I was 16 months locked, so I'm sure that it'll be different this time around. But if you want to watch that one before you watch this one, I'm going to link it on the screen and in the description box below, so you can go watch it if you want to. I'm going to start off with the cons so that we can end on a beautiful positive note. My first con is that when I locked my hair, my scalp became very flaky. I had never dealt with dry scalp issues before. At least I don't think that I've ever dealt with dry scalp issues when I was a loose natural, but a few months into I won't say a few months into, I'll have to go back and watch my videos to see the exact month that I started noticing some flakes on my scalp, but maybe like month 9 or month 10, around that area, I started noticing like patches on my scalp, and I will scratch. If I feel something on me, like I will scratch it off. So like my scalp just began to get irritated and flaky, and I still don't know what the cause is, which I've said in numerous lock updates. I need to go to the dermatologist. Don't tell me, I already know. And if you don't have locks yet, I don't want you to get scared because this does not happen to everybody. I think that 95% of people who get locks have a completely normal scalp, but then there's that 5% of us that our scalps just go crazy. So that was just one of the cons, and it is a little bit different having it without loose hair because it can get trapped inside of your lock. If this would have happened if I had my loose natural hair, I would have been able to maybe comb it out. It is so hard to get it out when you have locks. The next con is that you are going to have some uncomfortable moments. Do you know how like when your hair isn't done and you get kind of sad and you don't want to do anything? That's going to maybe be a prolonged period of time when you have locks, especially if you're starting from the beginning. If you've watched my videos before, you know how I feel about the ugly phase. I don't feel like we have an ugly phase. I made a video about that, but I also made a video about how to get through that phase. So I also put that video somewhere down below. I personally don't feel like we have an ugly phase because I feel like every phase of your lock journey is beautiful. It just may be a little uncomfortable for you. If you start from having very short hair, you may not be used to having like little baby locks hanging out of your head. I started with loose natural hair, and my hair was like, my twist when I first started was maybe like right here. And I won't say that I had an ugly phase, mainly because I have always liked my hair when it was twisted. I used to always do mini twists when I had natural hair, so I was so used to having my twists. But there were some uncomfortable moments when I wanted my locks to mature a little bit faster than they were, and so I felt like I didn't look like I had locks, or I felt like my locks didn't look like everyone else's. It was just a very uncomfortable time. I feel like I talked about it a lot, like just not feeling like my hair was locking to my standards. The next con is that you will receive unsolicited advice. I'm sure it might even happen to you if you don't have locks, but when you have locks, the pressure is on. Since this is not, I mean, it's becoming a common hairstyle now. It's becoming very trendy, and people are just tapping back into themselves and they're locking their hair. So it's not, I don't know the word, like people aren't looking at it how they used to view locks, but before it was like such a trendy thing, and in some people's eyes it is still seen as like below the standard, below average. It's not the Eurocentric standard. Some people still see it like that, and so they'll view you like that, and they want to fix or shape or tame you in some kind of way, and they're going to give you unsolicited advice about your hair, whether it's, I think your hair looked better before you locked your hair, or maybe you should retwist your hair, it looks like you need a retwist, or maybe you should style your hair this way. Like, people are going to give you unsolicited advice to make themselves feel more comfortable about your decision to lock your hair. And if you're watching this, you may be like, oh, well, you know, I'm just gonna not care. It's easy to say like you won't care when people give you advice unprovoked, but that's just if it's like 1 or maybe 5 people. When you've had locks for years, there's gonna be so many people who think that they know what's best for your hair, even if they don't have locks. The next con is that there's a lot of misinformation about locks. So you may follow that information and not like the outcome when it comes to your locks. Like, locks are really trial and error. And I don't really know if that's a con, because that's just the way of life. Like, everything is trial and error. You learn and you grow from it. Since there is a lot of information, I won't say misinformation, there's just a lot of information in general about locks. You may follow one person's hair regimen and that may completely not work for your hair. So you really have to tap into what works for your hair. Like, that's something that I've learned on this journey. No person's hair journey, lock journey, life journey is going to be the same. Even if y'all have the same amount of locks, the same type of hair, y'all started the same way, it can look completely different. It can mature completely different. And you can't follow everyone's routine that you see on the internet. Like, you can take some things and try them out, but don't try to take somebody's exact routine, because like I said, there's a lot of information, there's a lot of misinformation. I don't know why I keep saying misinformation, because it really may not be misinformation. That may just work for them. Like, some people may tell you not to wash your locks, but that works for them. That may necessarily not work for you, and you may end up with a flaky scalp like me. So you really have to just have discernment, and you're gonna have to try some things and you're gonna fail at some things, but you'll learn from those things. My last con is that your hair is just gonna do some things on its own. It's gonna have a mind of its own sometimes. You may experience thinning locks at the top if you're not doing what you need to do, or you might be doing everything correctly, but your locks may thin. I talk about this a lot too. Your hair may end up growing into other locks if you wait too long to get a retwist. Like, your hair is gonna have a mind of its own. Do not get frustrated about it. It's a thing that is going to happen. We have to realize that although our hair is on top of our head, sometimes we are just not in control. Our hair has a mind of its own. It is just like a plant. It is just going to grow how it wants to grow, and you just gotta grow with it and just go with the flow, or you are going to be very upset. All right, now let's get into the good things, the pros. My first pro is that locks are so versatile. It is so amazing to me when someone tells me, Romani, I want to start my lock journey, but I love versatility. Meanwhile, their versatility is going between box braids and a wig. Baby, locks, you can get so much more. You can do all of that and then some. I've done rope twists with my locks. I've done like extended rope twists with extensions. I add shells. I've done ponytails. I've done buns. I've done everything. Well, not everything, but I've done a lot of things with my hair, and it's just so amazing, because I don't even know if I knew that locks were that versatile. No, I feel like I've always known that locks were versatile, because even when I started my locks and people were like, oh, like, aren't you scared you aren't gonna be able to do things with your hair? I'm just like, it's just like having loose hair. Like, just do your hair. I don't get it. Like, put on a wig if you want a wig, give yourself some box braids if you want box braids. But I started my locks because I used to do hair. So I've always been a person who just knew how to do hair, and I just knew how to finesse it. So I was never scared about versatility. And that's something that you shouldn't be scared about. When your hair gets to a certain length with locks, you can do a lot of styles. And you can do some styles with short hair that you can't do with long hair. You can do some styles with long hair that you can't do with short hair. Vice versa. You can add extensions. You can do whatever you want. Your locks are going to be so versatile, and you're gonna love it. I don't even do a lot of styles too much. Like, I love just having my hair down. The most frequent style that I do is rope twist. Y'all always see me with rope twist, because that's how I retwist my hair. But other than that, I usually just keep my hair down. And if I want to try a style, I try a style. My next pro is that you get to watch your hair transform. Like, it is amazing to see the start of your journey to the middle of your journey and so on. It's almost like if you have a kid and you're constantly just watching that baby growing, you're like, oh my God. And just the amount of joy you feel from watching that kid grow, that is literally how you feel about your hair. I may look at a previous YouTube video or a old picture and be like, wow, I don't even remember my hair being that short or my locks being that small. And just to see how my hair looks now, it just makes me feel amazing. And that is something that I've always stated in my videos. I feel amazing about this lock journey, and I keep feeling better and better. No matter if I have a bad hair day, which is really not a bad hair day, but no matter if I have a bad hair day, I'm not feeling my hair, I just love this journey so much. The next pro is that it is low maintenance. I retwist my hair. I honestly retwist my hair when I feel the time is right. I used to be like, oh, I'm gonna go 8 weeks, I'm gonna go 6 weeks. It's not too much to keep up with, but I don't care. I just look at my scalp and I'll be like, no, like, you know, I'm not gonna retwist, it's not enough hair. Or I'll be like, oh, it's a lot of hair, I'm gonna retwist. I just saw somebody say that they retwist every 2 weeks, and I saw somebody say that they retwist every other month. I saw somebody who said they only retwist 2 to 3 times a year. It's low maintenance. You do what you want to do. You do what works for your hair. And don't let somebody tell you how long to take between retwisting, because that's like what I was doing at the beginning. Like I was like, oh, this girl retwists every 4 weeks, this girl retwists every 8 weeks, and I would try to keep up with their schedules instead of listening to the timing of my own hair. Just do whatever feels good, do whatever's clever. The next pro is that so many Black people unprovokingly will lift you up because they feel like you're already lifting yourself up. Even if you don't have this hair as like a statement piece, because I talked about this in a video. When I was walking into the Walmart and the man was trying to get me to sign a petition, he was like, hey, soul sister. And I really was just like, what the, like, it didn't upset me. I appreciated it, but the fact that everybody else could walk in and you just like, hey miss, can you sign this petition? And I gotta be, hey sister, hey soul sister, Black sister, like, sir, just ask me to sign a petition. But in his own little way, I know that he was just trying to uplift me. But my hair is also not really a statement piece. Like, I just feel very connected to myself and my ancestors, which is why I locked my hair. But I really don't be out here trying to give power to the people. I literally just be living my life, but people just be like, oh my God, like your hair is so beautiful, or like, hey sister, grand rising. Like, they will throw all of that at you, and sometimes it can be very overwhelming and very annoying, but other times it's just so endearing because it's just like they perceive you in such a way of like, you respect yourself. Or not saying that if you don't have locks you don't respect yourself, but like you have the utmost respect for yourself and your culture and your ancestors. Like, they feel like you are just like Black power in a human being, even if you're not. But like, they will send you all that love and all that kindness anytime that they see you, because they just love what your hair represents. And it looks like you're kind of going against a system. Like, it kind of gives like rebellious almost, and people love that because like, this is not the standard. We were told that locks were dirty, locks was ugly, people who had locks didn't wash their hair. I don't know if you were told that, but like I've heard a lot of those things growing up, like, oh, people with locks, like they never wash their hair, it stinks, it's dirty. We were taught so many negative things about locks, and so it made people not want to get them. They thought that they were ugly, you know what I mean? They thought that they were beneath people if they had locks. And so I think that people just love to see you not caring about that and doing what you want to do anyway, because people are starting to wake up and realize that Black is beautiful. Their Black hair is beautiful how it is. My last pro is that this lock journey will take you down a path of self. It doesn't matter which way you try to go. I feel like you will always return to self. It can be through watching people's videos, and then maybe you start to use more oil in your scalp. You start to use like different products that are natural. Like, you just start to return to yourself and you really start to find the beauty in yourself. Because like I said, you're gonna have some uncomfortable moments. You're gonna have moments when you really love your hair and appreciate your hair. Like, you're gonna go through all the motions, and it's going to always send you back to self. I feel like you begin to appreciate yourself a lot more. You begin to appreciate your culture and your people if this lock journey like sends you down a path of research. Because this lock journey sent me down a rabbit hole of research. Like, I had to unlearn everything that I thought I knew about life before and tap into what was really true. But that's not nothing that we talking about in this video. But that was a pro. It will just bring you back to a journey of self. That was all for this video. If you have any more pros and cons, please put them in the comments for people who want to lock their hair. If you are interested in locking your hair, this is your sign. Just do it. If you don't like it, you can always comb them out. You can always cut them out. Like, just try it and see how you feel, and be open-minded during the process. Thank you for watching this video. Everything is going to be in the description box, and I will see you guys in my next video.